Can you tell me on your phone, please, how I'm doing? Hello, you guys. Welcome, welcome. I just titled my stuff, let's talk about faith and life. You're on life, so I don't think you want to go through here.
I'm just gonna turn my phone.
I'll bring it though.
I'm done. By the way.
You want that?
Yeah. And can you turn off the timer? I'm done.
Oh, I put the timer already.
I'm done.
Oh, you're done?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. Hi, you guys. I hope y'all doing wonderful. I'm gonna jump in a little bit on live right now. Sorry I did not get on live yesterday. I'd actually been busy trying to get my daughter stuff going. So I wanted to jump in just a little bit right now and see how are y'all doing? How's everyone? Yeah, so just want to jump in. We went to Sunday service today. So it was a little bit, it was a good service, just it might have been a little too strong of a message for me. But for any of the moms out there that are having their kiddos go back to school, I want to let you know that it's going to be okay. I don't know if you're me. I actually like my kid, and I cry every single time she go back to school. It's a bit of a reminder that it's a beautiful thing that she's growing up, but it's also a reminder that things are changing, and you know, she's gonna be partying. She's gonna start doing her own thing more and more and more. And you know, that little girl that wanted to always hold my hand, my finger, and walk with me, it's growing up, and it's doing that a lot less now. Anyways, so we've been very busy. I know I've been picking up my hair a lot. I'm planning to cut it because it seems like long hair, it's very hard for me to maintain. So I'm gonna be cutting my hair very, very, very short. So I wanted to talk about God during this whole process, because if there's something that I'm still trying to understand, is that love that God has for us. You know, that he loves us so much despite in whatever moment we are in our life. You know, he's with us. He never walks away from us. And I'm noticing a lot of people from podcasts that I listen to. There's somebody called Sean something, Joe Rogan, and many other podcasters that are talking about religion and you know, getting closer to God. And I truly, truly love seeing that people are getting closer now. If I recall, Joe Rogan was actually somebody who did not believe at all in him, and now he is, you know, apparently, and he said this himself, he is attending a church, which is pretty cool. Hi, Shreya. Sorry, I cannot pronounce your name pretty well. I'm not sure what you said. I don't know what language is that, but so yeah. So you know, there are things that are happening around the world that it's really good that we start believing in God, and that we start questioning. You know, we start questioning what we believe. To be honest with you, I was taught once that questioning God is actually a sin, and it's not. I really think that questioning God is truly the beginning of an amazing journey of you discovering great things that are to come. And, you know, I chose to not believe anymore what people were saying, and, you know, be angry at God, but at the same time, I opted to start looking for my own answers. And here I am, you know, a person broken, trying to find her answers to God, and I will find it. I will definitely find it. So I am here cooking. I love to cook, and I love to chat as well. That's the one thing that I noticed that during my life I love to do, to talk. So if you have any questions, please feel free to answer. I'm gonna be cooking some loaded mashed potatoes with some ribs and some chimichurri and stuff like that. So I'll probably just see along what I'm going to be doing. please show what my cooking. Jesus, I know my husband's always telling me to do like a cooking channel, but I don't know. It's a little hard for me to tell you how much to put, you know, like, oh, 2 spoons of salt, 2 spoons of that. It's hard. I just honestly, I just go along with whatever the flavor feels right. And so it's a little hard for me to determine how much to put in and what. But that's what I'm gonna be doing today. Actually today, we ended up having some McDonald's, not a bit choice, but it's all what we had around. Mr. Unreal, hi Mr. Unreal, how you doing? How you doing guys today? I know it's a Sunday. Many of you are probably working or getting ready to go to start Monday. So if you're doing that, please, you know, send me some heart. If y'all getting ready or y'all ready for Monday, who loves Monday? Please let me know who loves Monday. And don't forget, you guys, to please hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel. Show some support to your girl. That would be amazing. You're getting ready for Monday. That is good, Mr. Unreal. It's going. I know Monday, some people don't like it. I don't like it when it's the summer because it gets closer to my daughter going back to school, but I love it. There are times that I do love it. Lily, hi Lily. How you doing, Lily? You love Sunday too? I mean Mondays. Who love Mondays? Did I say Monday or Sunday? Banati school year. Oh, really? Yeah, I'm assuming. Yeah, school, it's hard. Who's starting school? Who's starting school? Please let me know. And are y'all starting high school or college? Lily, you love school. Oh, my daughter loves school as well. She's just nervous to go back as well. But she is going to do so good, Mr. Rio. Mine, she goes back, I believe it's on the 14th. That's when she goes back. So she's excited. I think it's the 14th. She goes back, whatever is on the Thursday. That's when she goes back. When does the middle school? Oh, you're in middle school, Lily. Oh my goodness, that's a big deal. You're gonna soon hit high school. My kiddo, she's hitting high school, so that is really exciting. You love learning history? Oh, Lily, you're going to 6th grade. Oh my goodness, so here in Texas, Lily, middle school starts in 6th grade, but I know that in California, middle school starts in 7th grade. So that is really a big deal. Congratulations. So yeah, so for any moms out there that their kids are going back to school, please let me know, how are you feeling with your kiddo going back to school? Are you excited? I'm not excited. I actually miss my kid every single time she goes to school, and I cry every single time. I know it's part of growing up, and I know she has to start doing her own thing, but it's very hard. It's very hard, especially since it's high school. And for any moms out there, if you did high school, public school like I did, well, some of it, it's a really, really scary thing, your kids going back to school. I guess there's just a new world, I guess, partying in a way. So I'm a little bit hesitant with all that, but I know she's going to be okay, and I know everything is going to work out. I believe in God. Lily, you're in Texas. Oh, that is so good. Then you're probably struggling with the heat, the same way we all are. Oh, Mr. Unreal, you're in 6th grade as well. Wow. So you're also in middle school. But yes, so definitely it's something that I'm having to learn to do. I always pray to God that to give me strength when my daughter, just graduates college and is more independent, because I think that that's going to be the most hardest thing of my life. Just now seeing her like every single day, and her little, her room might be empty most of the time. I worry about things like that, but I know at the end of the day, God is going to take care of her and she's going to be okay. So if there is any moms out there that are also struggling, please let me know. Hey, Tap RBL, how are you doing? How are you doing, buddy? So yes, so that's the one thing I'm seeing a lot of people out there on Instagram or YouTube, moms celebrating or dads celebrating that their kids are going back to school. That's actually more of a challenging for me. I treasure every single minute that I spend time with my kid. And you know, I wish the summers were longer. I know when I was going to high school, the summers were way, way longer. Oh, bye, Tap RBL. Yes, like the tap. You mean like the button? Hit the like button. Yes, y'all, hit the like button and subscribe as well, please. That would be an amazing, amazing support. So, you know, it's just lately I have not been picking up the Bible and studying the Bible. I'm trying to get through this one book that talked about near-death experience, and I'm trying to finish it and, you know, trying to do some Bible study. It's not easy, but today for some reason it reminded me the story of Noah. And if y'all don't remember who Noah is, oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. I see what you're saying now. My daughter just explained to me. Sorry. So I was thinking a lot of, you know, the time of Noah, and the Bible talks about when Noah had a mission and he kept running away from God's calling and trying to do his own thing and did not want to listen to God. And, you know, a lot of things good, not good, were happening to him because of that. And I feel that we all have a calling to do something in our life. And it's always at different stages of our life. It's not just one. I know that a lot of young kids like to think that we have one purpose in life and we have to find it and then that's it. But I want you to know that if you're in this YouTube and you wonder what is your purpose in life, you have many purposes in life. It's not just one. And as you grow, as you get older, your purpose changes. It's never, ever, ever the same. And I don't want you to feel lost. I don't want you to feel that you need to find something right now. Cooking, sometimes it's fun, but also can be very, very loud. You're going to find your purpose in different stages of your life. For example, you know, Lily, you are in middle school. And your purpose, it is currently to get through school, you know, be a good student to your, you know, a good kiddo for your parents. And that's your purpose in life. And as you get older, your purpose is going to change. And I notice that a lot of moms out there always wonder, what is their purpose? You know, and is there something else in life besides just taking care of your kids and, you know, you're feeling overwhelmed? There is more to life. But it will come to you as your life is changing, as changes come to you. It's not just going to be one thing. You're not going to, yes, you're going to be a parent forever, but at the same time, your life will change when your kids get older. You know, now that my kiddo is bigger, she needs me a lot less. And my purpose changes from that perspective into something different. It's always something different. It's never, ever, ever the same. We get challenges through our purposes, and those challenges are just lessons that we need to learn. I do know that if you don't get to learn those lessons will never go away until you don't get to learn them. Until you don't get to actually, you know, figure things out and see how you can move forward from that point on. So you have to make that choice of, do you want to finally listen to what your life has been telling you? Why do you keep stumbling into the same situation again and again and again and again? Well, because you are not learning what you're supposed to learn. So that's the one thing I always, I always tell my kid that her purpose right now is to go to school, find her way, find her friends, and it's her purpose is going to change when she graduates from high school. It's never, ever, ever going to be the same. And I know sometimes it feels lonely. I tend to sometimes feel overwhelmed with everything in life. Yeah, oh yes, Mark, it's a very good chapter, Lily. I think you picked a very, very good chapter. Try to see if you can just stick with one chapter at a, not chapter, but one verse at a time. So if you're Mark 1, just read that, and then later on another day move to the second one, and the next one move to the third, because it's definitely a lot, and sometimes it can get overwhelming. But I'm so proud of you that you're reading the Bible. That it's a really, really, really good thing. Very proud of you guys. So I'm gonna step in and step out from the fridge, but I'm here. I don't want you guys to think that I left. But that's the one thing that I know. And sometimes I always just wonder myself if this is what I'm supposed to be doing. But I know that this is just the start for whatever life has for me. Right now this is where I need to be, and God knows where I'm going to be 5 years from now, or I'm going to be 10 years from now. Who knows? Only God knows. And I need to trust the process. Definitely I need to trust it. So if there's any moms out there also that, wonder about their life, and what life is out there for you, you will find it. You definitely will find it. Don't get stuck into, having to find something right now. It is important for parents to be part of their kids' life. I know that society tells us that we need to go and find what's out there for moms, and we need to be happy, and we, but when you have kids, your responsibility are your kids. That's it. There's nothing else bigger than that, than your own kids. That is your responsibility. That's what you need to concentrate on. That's what you need to start valuing a lot more. And when your kiddos are big and they're raised well, then you will start doing your own thing. But right now, being a stay-at-home mom, it is important for your kid. It is extremely important. Now, again, like I've said it before, this is not for women that are single parents and they have no other choice but having to go and work. This is actually for women that, have a career and they're choosing to work because they feel that their career matters. And they're leaving their kiddos with somebody else who probably not taking care of them well, to be honest with you. Would you rather fight? I don't know. You answer me that question, B. That's the thing that I'm noticing a lot more, is that women are opting to stay at home and take care of their kids. It's not an easy job to stay at home, to be honest with you. It is extremely hard, but it's rewarding. It's definitely rewarding when I see my kid accomplishing what she loves. It helps me to feel that my decision does matter. I know that I have seen before people bashing stay-home moms because they're opting to, not work, and they're calling them lazy, and they're not realizing the importance that it is for parents to take care of their kids and stay at home. They're not noticing that, and that is really sad. Take their kids and provide for them. Yes, they do. It's the parents' job. We chose to bring kids to the world. Good job, Lily. We chose to bring kids to the world. And we have to be there for our kids at all time, especially when they're in sports. We want to make sure that they're noticing that we are there, I always tell my daughter, the day you get married and you choose to have a child, your career comes second and your kid comes first. Period. You'll have kids when you're ready, and that's it. Your job is to raise your child right. That is the most important part. And you know, at first it wasn't easy for me, especially since my parents taught me that I had to work and my career comes first. But with time, I noticed that that's not what I wanted to do. I didn't want to miss out on anything in my kid's life. I'm cutting some parsley, you guys. It actually does. To be honest with you, it sounds, as a career, it sounds like an amazing sport. Definitely just keep pursuing it. You know, you love it, just definitely stick to it and work at it really, really hard. And if later on you don't want to do it, then you'll find something what you're going to do. You know, it just always just talk to your parents too. Definitely, they have a lot of wisdom, believe me. And, you know, and things like that. I would be worried. Well, I won't lie to you. I sometimes do get worried as a mom about what the future holds for my kiddo. But I have to learn and trust the process. She's gonna grow up and make her own decisions. But as a mom, I still get concerned. There is no doubt. Do I have any moms here on this page? Please let me know. I sometimes want to know other parents' perspective on how do they feel their kids going back to school. So yeah, so that's, you know, that's the main topic right now for me. It's my kid going back to school. It is an exciting moment, and at the same time, it's a little bit of a fear moment. But I will somehow manage to let go of that fear and just trust God that He will take care of everything. But, you know, still that part of me, that human part of me just says that I have to take care of it. I do my part. I have to do my part. And that's the one thing that I thought it was pretty interesting today when we went to church, because the pastor had mentioned that we have to do our part here in this world. And a lot of us want to pray, ask for something, and not work at it. You know, whether it's a job, whether it's, you know, whether you're looking for something, you need a car, or anything of that matter. We're not willing to work for it. And sometimes I even, you know, I want my channel to grow, I'm not gonna lie, because I love knowing when I'm able to help people with any kind of advice. And to prove people that you can get out of a tough emotional support. You could. There is a way. You know, the devil attacks you to make you feel that you don't matter. But we have to fight really hard to tell those thoughts, those negative thoughts, that we do matter, that God really matters. And, you know, just last night, it was a really, really tough night for me. But at the end of the day, I just kept praying to God again and over again to help me find the way to a lot of things, you know, help me feel good with my health, which is something that I have been trying to work on for a very, very long time. Nice. Oh, I'll be praying for your dad as well, Lily. I know it's really hard, and you must, you know, miss him sometimes when he goes away, and I'm really, really sorry. I have friends that actually, that, you know, their spouses have been in the Air Force. My daughter's grandfather was in the Marines. So I know, not Marines, Navy. So I know it's a really, really, really tough thing. So I'll be praying for you too, honey. So yeah, so that's the one thing I have noticed, you know, with life, is that you sort of become kind of disattached with the world, and you start getting angry at God when things don't go your way. I know I have done that so many times. And I am trying to get back again into understanding God, into trusting him, and, trying to find him. I know that I get to find him in the Bible and as well, wherever I go. But learning about him and reading about him, it does get very helpful. I was doing that for quite some time. But then I don't know why I don't know why I stopped. So I'm definitely gonna go back and do my Bible studies. I think it's just because right now I'm just trying to find things that can help me with my health and feel better, and trying to find things to do for my body. So if you're one of those persons that's struggling with trying to find God, just keep looking for him. Just definitely keep looking for him. You will feel him again. I used to have an amazing relationship with God where I would tell God, give me signs, and he would give me the biggest signs ever, that I would be in shock to know that he was listening. And then one day, just everything went silent. One day, oh, that is so good. Oh, that is so good, honey. So good. God is good. So, I was just, I had that relationship, and one day I feel like everything just went silent. And through that silence, I kept just feeling that I wasn't worthy of God's love. But I know we are worthy of God's love. It's just taking me some time to feel that again. And I'm building a different relationship with him. So I was raised Catholic, and I never understood a lot of, the repetitive prayers, and how, like, why do I have to say the Grace Mary so many times? And then why do I have to go to a pastor to forgive my sins? And I had actually decided I was going to go to church. We went to church today, but we went to our normal church. But I've been wanting to go back to the Catholic Church and try to find out, find those answers to those questions before I turn away again in my own religion. And if it's for me to stay in the Catholic, because there's one thing that I do love about the Catholic religion is their churches. I love that peace that you feel in there. I know it's a little hard, but I know I'm gonna find it. I know I'm gonna find it again. I'm gonna find God again, and I'm gonna feel God again. There's times that I completely 100% feel him. I will lie. And then something always has to happen, and then it's just that doubt comes in. But as a grown-up, that's the one thing that we struggle with. It's believing 100%. That's why I think it's so beautiful, a child's mind, because y'all are able to believe a lot more. As you get older, things happen that are not fun, and you get to doubt a lot more. But yes, so that's the one thing I'm trying to work on. It's a lot in my religion, definitely. Because I want my kid to feel that God is there, and God will never, ever abandon her, as I did once and I felt once. Okay, honey, have a good dinner. Be safe. Good luck on your school. So, yeah, and then, I love the fact when I hear people, the videos that I have made, which I have not made in a very long time, but where people have said that they have felt amazing with the message in a video that I have made. Ultimately, my goal is to be able to meet people that have been touched by God and believe in him, or something might have happened that they felt like God came through, and, and they felt God in a different way. That's what I would love to know. Thank you, my love. Thank you. I appreciate it, Lily. God bless you, honey. So, I would love to meet people. I did do an interview with the pastor, and he was just amazing at helping me to understand a few things. Someone who struggled with addiction and was, hurt by his own church and things of that nature. But at the same time, once he met God, a lot of, not the moment that he met God, it took him a little bit of time after that, but the moment that he decided to accept God in his life and believe in him, right? He wasn't angry. He just did not believe. He didn't want anything to do with religion. His life started changing. And I know that I have heard many stories of that nature, and I would love to hear more people, to hear their stories. Because it's just something that has just always been amazed about. It's hearing people's stories, hearing people about God and, how they found God. Definitely. So if you're one of those person that you have an amazing story, please let me know. Please share with me. I feel that it can help so many people. It can help because I know people that have lost their faith as well. Either they have a kiddo that they're going through something, or they themselves lost a loved one and they don't know how to help them get back. So that's where I'm at. So that's the reason I opened up the YouTube, because I noticed a lot of people that were on YouTube, that they had their page, they were more about, once they found God and all this happened, but that struggle of how they got there, you cannot find it. And I felt like, okay, you know what? I'm going to open my page and I'm going to show people what it is to struggle when you have lost your faith. So if you're one of those people and you know somebody, please send me a DM. Go to my Instagram. I have all the information there. I also have an email. So let me know. I would be more than happy to interview that person. But yes, so that's my deal at the moment with all that, you guys, with all that. And I know it's a long walk, but I am going to be able to find God again and walk with him again. I know I will. Sometimes I'm not gonna lie, I lose hope just because I have encountered videos where, so I'm doing a chimichurri, just to let you guys know. This chimichurri is going to be the bomb because we're gonna cook some ribs and some meat that my husband, his meat, asada we call it. But as I was saying, what was I saying? I lost thought on what I was saying. So yes, so I sometimes lose hope because I notice a lot of people when I go to their lives and I see what they're showing, a lot of their lives don't make sense and why they have thousands and thousands of views. It truthfully doesn't make sense to me. You okay? Oh, should be in the other fridge. I lose faith on what people watch because I feel like people are looking at the wrong thing and they're not finding inspiration in life and they're lost. And then I see videos of somebody like, I believe it had like a toilet seat on top of their head, and somebody else who was doing nothing, just looking at the TV while chatting away, and they were just saying just not very nice things, or somebody just drawing people's name, and that seemed to have been catching a lot more attention. And that kind of makes you think, like, what is really going on in the world that we're losing touch in what we're watching? I can't understand that, but I'm sure there has to be something in it. But yeah, so I'm making the chimichurri. We're gonna be cooking some ribs, y'all. So I don't know if y'all have eaten chimichurri before, but it's super good. It's an Argentina plate, also Ecuadorian, South American plate. I have just started making it, and it's really good. So I definitely advise you guys to give it a shot. But then I'm missing things in here, and I don't know what else to put in. We're gonna making it with some yummy rice. So this Chad is about faith, in life. So as I'm cooking, I want to know how your faith is. Where do you stand with your faith? Do you believe in God? Do you think God is real? Do you think God, what is your relationship with him? How do you pray? I definitely would love to hear. And don't forget, you guys, to hit that like button right over here. And there's a subscribe button, I believe, right next to it. Don't forget to subscribe to that. But I want to know, what is your faith? How do you have a relationship with God? How do you talk to God? I want to know, where do you stand with this whole religion thing? Like I said, I used to have an amazing relationship with God before, but things started happening in my life that I started doubting him. I went from being extremely mad to doubting that there was a God. And then another day, I really believed that there was a God, but I didn't think that that God was for me. And it was a transition. And I felt that that was God's way of, okay, whenever I'm ready, whenever you're ready, Nikki, then you'll let me in. It was a fight, and it was a fight, and it was a fight, and it was a battle. It was a lot of walls that I needed to push in, and then I'm still doing that. But it's less of an anger that I have now towards them. I do believe now that there's a something bigger than any of us. I'm still getting to know who is he. And I know it's a process, and it's going to be okay. And I want people to be able to see through my life experience and what I've gone through in life, that our mind, it's, that I'm not sure if it's our mind that holds us back, or that's, we go through something because it was supposed to be that way, or we made it happen. It's so much, because during this time that I started losing my faith, I started doing a lot of research, and then I came across with the law of attraction, and then I came across with, energy healing, and all these things, that there's so much information out there that is new. But I always tell myself there's one thing that has always been consistent throughout our lives, through all of our lives, and that is the Bible. So I opted to want to start putting a mute to all those voices, to the law of attraction, to the energy healing, to the this and that, and just direct my focus to God, to what he wants me to know. And it's not easy, I won't lie, especially when you have social media, and you feel like you want to get out of your circumstances, that you're trying to fight to get out of the emotions that you're going through. It's so easy to go to your phone and believe something on the phone. And it's changing that habit, right? That habit of being on the phone that I always say, scrolling away is not going to give you your answer. No matter how bad you want that answer, just scrolling away is not going to do it. It's you moving, you actually moving, your body actually moving. There's something beautiful that used to happen back in the days, is people would wake up when the sun will come out, and then people will go to sleep when the sun will go down. And I think that we lost that now. I think that, for a lot of us, we tend to just wake up in the morning and just get on the phone. Or right before we go to bed, we're on the phone. And we go to bed late, not because we had to work late, but because we were scrolling for so long, trying to find something that we're seeking for. So you got to ask yourself, before you get on the phone, what are you trying to find? What happened in that day, or what's going on in your life that you feel that you're going to find that answer in the phone? I know sometimes we tend to say, well, I'm just going to get in it for fun, to see a few lives or see a few videos of kids and doggies because it makes me happy. But I don't think that we're going to our phones because of that. I think we're going to our phones because we're hiding from something, whether it's feeling our relationship is stress or something, right? We tend to go to something, and we tend to go to the phone. I was listening to a podcast, and I thought it was so true that we're finding a lot of kids out there in college drinking a lot less, which is amazing, right? You would think it's an awesome thing. We're drinking a lot less. Kids in college are not drinking as much. That is great. But then we pretty much take something out and we replace it with something else. So what are we replacing it now? We're replacing the alcohol with the phone. We're replacing the alcohol with social media. So that's that's the thing that I'm realizing a lot more. So I always tell myself right before I get on the phone, it's what am I looking for? What am I hiding from? What happened today that I feel like I need to go and find it in the phone? And I'm not gonna find it on the phone. I'm definitely not. So if you're one of those people that you feel that way, one, let me know what's your secret if to stay away from the phone if you are. The other is, have you ever noticed that during the times that you are stressed the most is when you seek the phone? I mean, let's be honest, right? It's not your time when you're seeking the phone. I know for me, I am. You know, it's an addiction. Not an addiction, but it's a train of thought. Like I said, it's a distraction. And then after I'm done with that distraction, I feel a lot worse from being on the phone for too long because I felt like I could have been doing something. I could have been moving. I could have opted to work out. So I think that this week for me, my new challenge is going to be whenever I feel like I need to get to my phone to just scroll, I'm gonna replace it with working out, or I'm gonna replace it with just going for a walk and working really hard on not getting on the phone. So I can replace that bad habit and I can, you know, just not waste my time. That's to be truth. And if I'm gonna find something on Facebook or I'm gonna find something on Instagram, I want it something to be that is honest and that is going to help me to find inspiration. Not something that's going to deflate me or is gonna make me feel like crappy. It's something that is going to give me inspiration, whether it's somebody talking about God or, you know, anything of that matter. So let me know are you one of those people that you try to find something that it's about God? What do you need? Oh, the tongs? Sir. So yeah, so that's the one thing that I'm realizing. So if you're one of those persons, please let me know. So I'm gonna jump out of my life and I'll get back in a little bit. I have to get some food done because my kiddo has to go to tennis. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for being in here. As I always say, it's such an honor to have your time. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Please don't forget to subscribe. Watch some of my videos that I have made before. I have not made any videos lately, but I have to start making my videos again. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate your time. I'll see you guys on my next live. Bye, y'all.